Hello guys, Rennie Carey here, and today we are going to play something a little different than our usual fare. This is Griftlands by Klei Entertainment, and I say it's different. It's not. If what I know about it is right, and I might be completely wrong. This might actually slot in pretty well with our usual kind of like roguelike games that we play around here. So actually, I don't know anything about this game other than that it involves cards and could possibly be a roguelike. But aside from that, I am going in exactly as blind as the rest of you are. I don't know anything about this game, but given Klei's track record over the years, it seemed like something that would be up my alley. Something I'm willing to trust them with. So we're going to play this game for an hour and see what happens. Okay, so looks like we only have one choice of character so far, the bounty hunter. Okay, so we have a deck of cards. One for negotiations and one for combat. Sal escapes a life of servitude to claim the ultimate bounty and get her revenge. Story difficulty. Too much about the cards. I guess we only have one option to start with, so...
You're a bounty hunter. You escaped a life of indentured labor by hunting criminals and debt dodgers. The work has earned you your freedom, if not any friends.
Okay.
Now you're back home, for the first time in 10 years. But freedom comes with its own dangers.
Hey, Alicia.
And making a living in Haveria won't be easy. Here, the gangs are feral, the law enforcement are corrupt, and the people are treated like chattel. Indebted to
law
merciless
enforcement
criminals.
are corrupt, so they're just law enforcement, right?
Criminals like Cascio, the ruthless debt broker who sold you to the Derricks in the first place. But now, Caccio's grip has weakened, and there's a bounty on her head too rich to ignore. You'll die before you go into debt again, and so will she.
Okay.
If you have.
So that's our hook
say.
for the quest. We have a criminal mastermind
Your
that
first stop is
we
a
want to
dive
kill
called the Grogendog,
and get the bounty.
where an old friend will help you get your revenge, provided you can prove yourself.
Interesting. Okay, that's a premise. Smells like stale hops and dried blood. Maximum resolve upgraded increased by 10. I don't know what that means yet. Well, it looks like, okay, we have resolve and health. It's like this is like negotiating endurance, and this is just like physical endurance. Interesting. With the tide dredged up. Oh, I like this little made-up language. That's cute. Plan on getting at your feet. I like this expression. I like this, like, oh, what do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, so you got Philly? Congratulations. I can help with that. Alright. Half of the population is indentured. Oh, that sounds like America. Interesting. 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 So we've got a couple of factions here, and none of them have love for this other faction called the Admiralty. That is looks like it's hoping to annex the state to deal with the problem of slave labor.
Shadisa?
Sashepyo. Dorta Suata.
Gujabuna.
Siana Hakal.
Kataki.
Interesting.
Tashanta?
This is a good premise to start off a story.
Shil Shashiapu. Tosa Sapu.
What else he say?
An Illumin. Okay, I like this. I like that they do this where, like, if you don't know what a word means, they do at least give you the ability to, like, mouse over and get the definition. They did this in Pyre too. Well, not Klei. Super Giant did this in Pyre too, where you could get the definition of a word you didn't know or needed to, like, brush up on, and that helps you because it avoids this problem of having to laboriously explore the in-game codex.
Gonna do.
Because they know this is new terminology that you couldn't possibly understand. Or be expected to know. So they just let you, like, okay, that's what a lumen is. A biofuel harvested from ocean floors. So it's gasoline, more or less.
Tosha Shelso.
Putina Shosa. Kepopopa.
Shelpetya.
The cult's god of the abyss. Okay.
Pashomatal.
Topoka.
Kulponatund.
Okay, so let's...
Suan Tetupe. Shepokalpel.
Pietesha.
Alright, so we got some leads. Three quests. One that's about battle, one that's negotiation, and one that's a hybrid of both. So that one lets me restore health. Seems like that's a good idea to start with this battle one. Alright, so... that's not going to do anything. Looks like we have to have talk to Lily here.
Kisotse?
Okay, so at least when you master this, you get a description of what this person is. So we get like a description of what this person is, and oh, we get loot if we kill him. Okay, that's interesting.
Sehukia?
Sinsukelsia. Shiana Piana. Kolsaso.
Okay, so we need someone. He needs someone to help us with bandits. Choose a battle card to add. Each card discarded. If the target has bleed, apply one impair and one wound. Revise, deal 3 bonus damage until played. I don't know what any of these do. An interesting choice to make us to not give us any basic tutorial and just, I guess this is a game that's not early access, so maybe we'll do a tutorial later. But interesting to just kind of throw us in there and see what happens. Powers are moved. Okay. So we discard 2 cards, and then up to 2 cards, and then gain extra attack that turn if we play this. These descriptions are useful. We'll gash. That seems like a...
Lucenta.
that seems like something that we would use. Does anyone have anything that does bleed, though? Interesting. Guess we'll probably get some more cards like that later.
Tanza pikana.
Kanasateshu?
Sana posya.
You rise to negotiate for the first time. Would you like to see tutorial? Yes, I would.
Each turn, you draw 5 cards from the draw pile and use action points to play them. You win a negotiation by destroying your opponent's core resolve. Your resolve carries over between negotiations. If you have no resolve, you can no longer negotiate. Your opponent's intents for the next turn are shown in their inner ring. You and your opponent can deploy arguments to help win the negotiation. Arguments can be attacked or defended like the core resolve.
There's a whole, like, card game with this negotiation. Okay, you got my attention. So his intent is to deal 4 damage to me. So then we will apply 1 composure.
Sokalsuso.
We have 2 more actions.
Dokoteta. Tusatalbe. Pohu atilto.
Okay.
Lushelko.
Tia Shakipia.
Interesting. Interesting.
Piepotuku.
So this is kind of like Slay the Spire, but for talking instead of actually, like, killing shit. Oh, so he... Okay, so... He can throw these negotiation cards in our deck to force us to negotiate if we wanna play them.
Tia Shakipia.
No, I want to get this shit for free.
Shukuteka.
I'm not gonna play these negotiation cards.
Ishahal.
Piepotuku. Sapyoko. Dokoteta.
And this should do it.
La
Finish you
Shiapoku.
off. And we won. Okay, that's an interesting system. This is basically Slay the Spire, but not for violence. Okay, so we'll take this card. This seems good.
Sanakatosi.
Tapakyo.
And we get a free item out of it. Random debuff. 2 random cards in hand cost 0 until played. Replenish. Destroy after 1 use. And I guess removing a debuff would be a pretty good thing to have. We'll buy that card. And
Si shonso.
Sokalsuso.
Shonta. Kuasol Juan.
all right.
Takuhoa. Sisuamoa.
A loosely organized collection. Okay, so we know the faction that's going after us.
Chapekasa.
Pupanape.
Or you're really just going to...
Zehulkia, Shomaltona, Hushokuma.
Sanapunchi.
Sepati, Kinhatake, Pitiota.
Alright, so we got 2 enemies. Yeah,
Botsahamu.
Pieshoka, Tashoka.
let's fight them. Let's see what this fight's actually like. Let's see how the fights work in this game.
Each turn, you draw 5 cards from the draw pile and use action points to play them. You can win a battle by killing all of your opponents or by making them surrender. Enemies will surrender when their health dips below their panic threshold. Killing enemies may have diplomatic consequences.
Oh, so you don't actually have to go out and straight up murder. You can knock them out a little bit.
You can preview what your enemies and allies will do on their next turn.
Okay.
Your allies all act before your enemies.
That is actually a good thing to know. The merchant. Okay, so he'll apply a status effect. And looks like they're each attempting to attack. So let's apply 4 defense to us. And then stabby stab. And then stabby stab again. Okay, that looks like when they hit that threshold. Then they will surrender. We need a million more cards, so we have to pass for now. This is definitely very Slay the Spire-esque, and I like that a lot. Let's defend him a little bit, and that should... Pinned. Okay. Oh, they're going to do some serious damage. Alright, he surrenders. Which means we only got 1 person left to fight. And now apply a status effect, which means I can just kind of go all out. Apply 2 bleed, sure. Next turn, this should be enough to force. Now we can, okay, interesting, so we've beaten them, now we can choose to execute them or to let them go. We're not trying to kill them, so that's game. That's interesting. That's interesting mechanic. Gain 2 counter. You draw a pie. Okay. Let's get a finisher.
Shonta. Mahalsi.
Alright, so we finished a quest. very interested in this. Limited time opportunity. Desolate battlefield. Okay, let's do this meditation spot. I'm curious what this limited time opportunity is. Interesting. Not the best idea going to a negotiation, but oh, we could do something different. We can do a battle. Oh, random encounters.
Pukasu.
You can take 8 damage to get an ally.
Shosha.
That seems worth it.
Piaki Shalpa. Tukusi Shoa. Tessa Pejal. Chipateki.
Okay, well, it seems worth it to take 8 damage to gain a party member. It's a pretty easy choice, actually. Tact has none despite her name. Oh, that's funny.
Shana Shaw.
Tuta Shie.
Sepe question.
Kanapomo.
Tu shuton. Tolpute. Sio sulpu.
Okay. Discard 2 cards, attack a random enemy. Interesting. Deception seems like a fun card to play.
Shakun pata. Sina coupe.
So we've got some...
Supopana.
Got a new quest. So let's do that. Let's talk to these guys.
Malasatio. Pashiapa.
Okay, so we can negotiate or fight.
Diapulsinato. Paputiso.
Sosepa. Choketiu.
Oh my god. This got negotiating does damage. That's perfect. From Saul. To one of your arguments.
Sokalsuso. Piepotuku. Vamo kietse.
Okay.
Tieshakipia.
Okay, so it looks like what this does is like it creates another. So there's my character, then there's the argument that I've created with influence, and then there's my ally who will do discussion damage despite being a dog. Interesting. And if I just keep him alive, he will do passive damage to her arguments. Or he'll just die. That works too, I guess.
Shukuteka. Dokoteka.
Interesting. Interesting. He's doing damage to my arguments, but not to me, which is actually very nice.
Sokalsuso. Shukuteka.
Deploy bait.
Dokoteka.
Okay. Okay, that's actually pretty cool.
Piepotuku.
This is a really cool set of systems here. Add 1 damage to all intents. Interesting. Interesting. I like the way this system is unfolding.
Tia Shakipia. Husutilka.
Tekiote.
Kasheshaka. Sokalsuso. Dokoteka.
And at the end of this fight, I'll gain all my resolve back, so this was really overall a positive exchange.
Piepotuku.
I am intrigued that, that the game has these 2 different modes of interaction.
Jesotal. Shamakielpe. Teshakusal. Tikushuna. Kososa.
Okay, so that's good to know. We got the location for the stolen goods.
Sahukia.
Pulse Hopus.
Pusha Pona. Nakenakia.
Sure, we'll make a bet.
Senatokina.
Toshonta. Lena Siakol.
Kashesia.
Heads.
Shasot.
Pushisaha.
Bashatoa. Pakatoapo. Tanashuko. Shoma Ben. Shoratahu.
I'll take my
Tashanta.
wings.
Shanta.
Osokiete. Mumputi.
Sashipia.
Muapieti. Sapsionator.
Take the smaller amount or beat him up? Wow, you can be a real dick.
Sopasana.
Tanasasu.
I was almost tempted to beat him up. I'm not gonna lie. That would have been really interesting. I wonder how this game reacts to you being a massive jerkwad. Also, my resolve doesn't get healed when you sleep at night. Okay, so there is basically negotiation health and actual health.
Shuheto.
Sishunasa.
Alright.
Suti Popal.
Shana Pochio. Sasoantu.
If you murder her here, no one's here to witness. That's good to know. Because it looks like we will be doing some murdering. You don't just come to me like this without expecting to get your ass beat. I'm definitely gonna kill him. She's gonna panic this turn. See how that works. Yeah. No one will see because it happened in the woods. Oh, we get resolve for killing people. Good to know. Gain 2 combo. This card deals max damage if we spend... Okay. Both of these cards seem kind of bad because of their cost, so... That's good, though. We know the location. We got the quest. Interesting that the game tracks where you kill someone. So, like, if you want to kill someone, you can fool them into following you into a deserted area and then shiv them after you kill them, or after you beat them up. That's interesting. That is a cool idea mechanically. I wonder where that would lead. Because there's reputations and that's currently being tracked as well.
Gotatel.
Tashanta. Boshake.
Gain 1 power. Interesting. I'm liking the direction this is going. Healing Spring. Let's see what this does. This is going to restore my... Receive Tipsy. Let's get more maximum HP, because we will get more HP when we sleep at night.
Kosotena. Sanaposha. Shilko Sekon. Katakimina. Sakedo Shell.
Gotatel.
Okay. So we've got 2 night merchants. Getting a loan extension. We'll help you with that one.
Cecilpe? Sehukia. Tutio Ben. Shososo.
Tutukotia.
A combat training operation.
Supikina.
Tukusishoa.
Alright.
Malkiwana. Seshopa.
Shana Pieta.
Let's do this quest then. You convince your creditors to back off. I wonder if this is going to be a combat or a negotiation quest.
Kotiase. Shoatsu.
Piaki Shalpa.
Alright, this is going to be a negotiation. She does have more resolve than I do, but...
Paputi So.
Poton Marcel. Pasepe.
Okay.
Shukuteka. Shukuteka. Kiasa Paha. Shushutapa.
All right. This is a decent start to our negotiations, actually.
Keshosia. Piepotuku. Koshotika.
Yeah, we'll do some extra damage.
Sishonta.
That was worth doing to get this, to press the advantage.
Dokoteda. Tu satalpe. Sokal suso.
This is an interesting system. There's a lot of interplay here. Should be able to finish them off. A couple more. Yeah, this is gonna be game. That's a good. I like this negotiation system. It's completely nonsense, but it works. If this card destroys an argument, gain 1 dominance.
Son Hokiapu?
Pasutosha. Tadeki. Swapanapa. Pemesho.
Haketi?
Sapiamia. Shampusha.
Alright, so we did settle with a negotiation. This is an interesting game so far. This is really my jam. This is extremely my jam.
So Matsu. Shanta. Sehun.
Chapeau.
Shupepiola.
See what cards she has. I like this doubling down on bleed. I want to do that. See if we can.
Zoasakopa.
See if we can remove a card. Okay, that doesn't take too much time, but we only do it the once. Require. Okay. Just to save her before it's too late. Interesting. Sure.
Pilhosya.
Konakata.
So you can convince him to leave or do battle.
Mitotasa.
Kiteko? Konapukia?
So he has no arguments, but he doesn't tend to talk a pupper out.
Shotopur. Pasonakia.
I don't want my pupper to get talked away. We want him to keep hurting.
Chukuteka. Dia Shakipia.
Jotapel.
Okay, so that there is trample damage on arguments. That is interesting.
Kokeope.
That is very interesting.
Kusutilga. Shukuteka. Sioan siete.
You can probably finish this quickly.
Piepotuku.
It should be enough. Yeah, there we go. Let's upgrade. Okay, so it's not just a straight up upgrade like in Slay the Spire. You can choose one of two upgrades. Okay, so when you use a card often enough, it gets upgraded automatically. That's actually a really cool system. Double composure on all arguments. Remove target's argument.
Shakasa.
Shosasil.
Pasako.
Okay, we got a boon. Lily loves you. You managed to catch those and waste it. Reason saved their life. You can negotiate greater quest rewards. That's good to know. We saved his life, and that's something that's good. That's good to know.
Shipeteke. Dia kesotil.
Katiosalsha.
Siosusie.
Okay, so
Patoak you. Togasio? Tisiako. Makasatye? Diekanma. Shodiaka.
looks like there's a history there. So it's like our characters have history with Kashio. That's not entirely like it's not entirely like one hates the other. There is some. You can't run from this fight once it starts. It's do or die. Okay.
Shotopur. Tianasahi.
Okay, so this is going to be painful. It's immune to bleed, as I figured the combat drone would be. That sucks. very interesting system. Oh, the dog surrendered. Just gonna apply. We got a number of wounds going. Okay, so no damage is going to be applied this turn. I think my best bet is actually just to kind of keep on the pressure. Because if I can finish him off, he will surrender. So let us just kind of keep... I accept your surrender. That's 3. Those are about 3 mana. Drain Resolve. That's good. That's another good one to have. Oh, let's stack on the bleed. Stack on the bleed. When action at the start of your turn, take 3 damage at the end of every turn. Turn battle cards upgrade with multiple upgrades now have 1 fewer option. Item card in your hand by 1 until played.
To Susia.
Hamel Siu. Tu parles seme?
To Shona Matoa.
Zotiandoa.
Pull to Shu. To Ashenica.
Alright, so it looks like we survived our first day in this game.
Papelton. Sashoma Papal.
A little chance to heal and recharge your abilities. Do you have any cards to buy? Oh, that doesn't do much at all. So let's rest in the back.
To sell Ponpo. Puhuna share.
Like new character with a whole new story and location with unique cards and gameplay. Give it a try, then which complete your progress with Cell. Okay, so there's multiple campaigns that you can play simultaneously. That is good to know. So when we are now at full. Making friends love you with gifts or actions grants you strong passive abilities.
Sopesana. Shanato Doso.
Heshosha.
Koshikato.
Tiasopa.
Tope Kiso?
Tiasubako.
Okay, so we have a potential ally.
Shadisa
Siosiaka.
Anatsobuku.
Shilko Sekon.
Interesting.
Pansepako.
Kushuko?
Bel dapu. Katakimina.
Topeg.
Shukaja. Shanash.
Kepotanke.
So looks like I have.
Tupamona.
Punamepa.
Tasutonso.
Kosapasya. Kenasashako.
Shosha. Kepopopa. Shosalmo.
Shepokol pel. Peko hekia. Pekel.
Sohika.
Sotiakotse.
Tutsapapol.
Alright, so let's head out. Let's see which one of these guys we want to talk with. So we can hire mercenaries. Work with outlaws. Let's see if... Let's do the murder touch.
Shosupepua. Shaputotiel.
Ah, we got our doggy back. Yay! We don't have enough money for that.
Secuapa?
I don't have enough money for that either. Okay, so this was a bad idea. This was a waste of time. So we are going to have to pick a side.
Sehul?
Que piesona. Petoshe. Que poshe.
Sure.
Iepulsinato.
Que pope.
Fialzana shapa.
Pikesente.
Pauls hapuso.
An Admiralty card? Okay, so this is an argument card. Gains 1 stack and 3 resolve. Destroy target argument. If your opponent is Admiralty, this card costs nothing. Okay.
Aquasena. Tasieha.
Samaso.
Piakaldo.
Hukeshashe.
Saltisoa.
I like how this game is going so far.
Do solu. Sisiaka.
Okay, so the Admiralty has a mission against the Spree, and I presume vice versa.
Katukie.
Keshe. Tapiashu.
Rescue him or silence him.
Hukiakon.
Piaponate. Siosotumi.
Rescue him or silence him. Very interesting. Can remove a card from our deck. I don't see a reason... Oh, this is choosing a card to upgrade. Lose 4 resolve, you gain 2 resolve. Mending Drain seems worth it.
Tel papelka.
Oh, so it was upgrade or remove a card. I see, that makes sense. I should probably read things before I click on them. That would probably help.
Tusanahel.
Tunshiosu. Sapute. Sosapo.
Confront. or attack. I kind of like the negotiating. Do we negotiate or just go for the kill? Pax will dislike you.
Sokate. Kopelka.
So hushes.
Oh my god, we're gonna convince him that we're the interrogators?
So kalsuso. Tokote.
Okay, so let's...
Shia tenkis. Piepoduku.
Okay. You have no arguments to destroy.
Shushutapa. Sanakatosi.
Seems like it's going to be pretty easy so far. You don't need the resolve yet, so we'll hold on to this.
Shukuteka. La Shepopu.
Okay, so now we have more resolve than we started with. That's good to know. I didn't know we could have overfill by resolve.
Tia Shakilia. Pikutashe.
This is gonna hurt. That's okay though.
So kalsuso. Shushutapa.
Bashasan.
I think we should be able to finish him off.
Sonasuke.
Now. Yeah, there we go. And now it's time. Spend 1 influence. This card costs 0 to play. Gain 3 composure. Okay. So that's how these cards upgrade. So each fast talk has a different upgrade path. That's that's very fascinating. Once for each enemy argument. Let's get annoying instead.
Titakom.
Pitakoate. Sishapoake. Shakose. Yatake.
Shukuteka.
Sapote. Diota soan.
Okay, so we'll probably end with this quest then.
Popunakus.
Shapoapa.
Kenashi. Kupansha.
Abuse of power. Incept a planted evidence argument if one does not already exist. The 1 damage to its owner's core arguments. Okay.
Tieshakipia.
That's a little heal. That'll be nice.
Sokalsuso.
Inspiration. We'll gain 1 influence
Vamos,
over
kids.
you. And you'll add some composure so that we don't take any damage this turn.
Deceiver.
Okay.
Shakape. Piepotuku. Pohuatilto. Tieshakipia. Sokalsuso. Shukuteka.
There's a lot of depth to this system, surprisingly enough. So he won't do
Tokoteka.
damage to me.
Potunatakana.
Which means I can go on the offensive and press.
Bilkubo.
Kente kepa. Sokalsuso. Shukuteka. Piepotuku.
Osantosie.
Should be able...
Takuhoa. La Shepoku.
It's probably gonna hurt, but we are gonna be able to win this argument.
Tieshakipia. Shotoku.
Wow, that really hurt, but we did win the argument. We can upgrade our rapport cards. To all your arguments and expend. Ooh. Eight damage, destroy. That's actually probably worth it.
Posilkape. Ki helpio.
Keshipotan.
Tashanta. Tutanasho.
Donakuso. Sesheseke.
Shatohukia.
Ki pan. Senkiausepe.
Pelsati.
Shukatjolpo.
Okay, so let's fight. I think he's about to give up. He'll accept your surrender. Alright, that was a decent fight.
Tia sulpe, tua pusha. Tia tas, lal shaka.
I want.
Monsieur Boshi, puna tetsa.
Mosepo? Deshonta.
This was our only mistake.
Yatesu?
Convince her that Cambry is still loyal.
Tehukia. Shaposhia.
Pa panhe? Tetelpe? Sapiosu?
Shushutapa. Dokotena.
This is a
Dokotena.
good start to this negotiation.
Tenko muto!
Oh, she also does the Inception.
Esokel. Piepotuku. Sokal suso. Shukuteka. Kosokuka. Sonasuke.
Alright. There's a lot of intricacies in the system with like things that stack and change.
Tebakaso. Dia Shakibia. Shukuteka.
Oh, he's attacking my argument.
Sokal suso. Kanasateshu?
That will do damage to me in the bleed over. But
Shotopur.
that does defeat them. Full of upgraded special cards. I want the upgraded pool. Pure style, and upgrade them for this negotiation. Draining resolve is always a good thing here.
Sokanasopia.
Kopeka!
Gain a max 6 resolve. See 2 power when they join battle. Apply 1 wound to the random enemy at the beginning of your turn. Oh, at the beginning of your turn, yes.
Mapusha. Tontotsuana.
But I think this is a good place to call it. So that was Griftlands. It's still in early access. It's still being worked on, but the skeleton seems to be all here. And I'm interested in seeing... This does appear to be a roguelike in that you can like die and lose everything, have to restart, but this is a very intricate roguelike. It looks like you're supposed to play this game for a while before you actually die. And I wonder how that's gonna feel once like I actually start losing and start dying. So I wonder how they'll save progress between runs to make that less painful. But that's the conversation of the day. Until next time, take care. Black Lives Matter. All lives can't matter until Black Lives Matter. Wear your mask, social distance, wash your hands, and stay safe. Take care, guys.